Yeah. Always the look.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Let's Talk About Christianity. I am Keith, and I'm here with Pablo this morning as we are recording this episode. We are missing Zach today, and
Yes,
that
we miss you,
is
sir.
because Zach is on vacation. He is allowed one. Pablo, you were allowed many, but Zach's
Yeah,
only allowed one.
December is coming, so my vacations will start in December.
Because you've not taken any vacations to this point, right?
Yes, I will. Yeah.
Yeah. So December, what do you have planned in December?
Anyway, in December, we it's part of the schedule of every year in Peru, the Bible conferences.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be the first weekend of December, and then.
And you okay? Let me. You said it was going to be at San Juan.
In San Juan.
Yes, San Juan.
Well, most of the Peruvian speakers. Until now, we have only Peruvian speakers.
Only Peruvian speakers?
Yeah, until now. I mean, no, I'm not saying that it's a rule. Nobody say, "Hey, I'm going to the States in this part of the month." So,
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We continue with the plan.
Okay. Very good. I don't know what my plan is. I don't know what anybody's plan is right now. But it's a good thing that you have a plan.
Yes, that's it. But I know that in that weekend will be the conferences. No, the graduation of the preaching school in Panama.
Yes, that happens that same weekend every year also. And Ahenor, will he be able to come to the conference?
No, I mean they maybe Jack or John, they might be able to come, but I don't think they will speak. Because they have other stuff to do too.
Okay.
Even if they were able to come.
John, I think, is going to be dropping in to see me here in a couple of weeks. I'll have to look at the calendar. I've got so much going on. I'm not. Sorry, John, but I'm not like, oh, it's 14 days till John comes. No, it's no. I don't know. He's coming sometime. I don't know when. But okay, a couple of things that I wanted to mention, and yeah, we were kind of making a joke about Zach being on vacation. He's actually on his honeymoon, and we wish him and Miranda the best. And
Hawaii, nice.
We'll find out. No, they're not in Hawaii, I don't think.
Okay.
I think they're in Nashville, but they were the other day anyway. But I'm sure that we will see Zach next week, one way or the other. I wanted to mention that I had two things, and boy, I wish I could remember both of them. One idea that I have had, and it's kind of a spin-off of something we did a couple of weeks ago, but I am investigating actually starting a daily Bible reading club. And it would be online. We would not have meetings. You would not have to bring cupcakes. But if you are interested in that, and I'm still trying to work out some details, but if you would be interested in that, you can certainly send me an email at keith@letstalkaboutchristianity.com. And I will get you the information for that. I don't look for this to be a big club, and it's certainly not going to have, a lot of rules and bylaws and stuff like that. We're not going to get into that. But if you would be interested in a daily Bible reading club, and really, it's more for accountability than anything else. But you can send me an email. or send me a text,
Mm.
and I will get you the information as I have it.
Okay.
I spoke the other day to Jerry Elder, and we're going to get him on the program one of these days.
That would be
We're
awesome.
just going to have to get our schedules together, and I really want to get Dale or Jeff or both of them back on to talk about some things that they've got going on at the Jenkins Institute. They've got a new book that they're working on, a new devotional book for 2020. And I want to give them the chance to promote it, as well as the Better conferences that are coming up. And I know what else that I was going to mention. And Pablo, this probably doesn't. No, it definitely does not hold as much significance to you as it does here in the United States. But as we are recording this today, it is September the 11th, and so it is a day of remembrance here in the United States, the events that happened in 2001. And
You mean 9/11?
yes.
Oh, okay.
And as I was driving down Main Street, coming down here to Veterans Park, I went by the fire station, and they had pulled one of their ladder trucks out and had extended the ladder and were hanging a flag from the ladder. And it's go drive down Main Street and take a look at that. It's it's a sad day for our country. It is.
Oh, yes. Yeah, just a brief. I remember that day I was in high school, and when they put that on television, I thought it was a movie. That's all.
Yeah.
Then I realized how big it was. No.
Yes, very, very big. And we as human beings, and who knows, this might make a great episode, Pablo. But we as human beings have a tendency to forget very quickly, and
Sí.
and some things don't need to be forgotten. But anyway, so here this past Sunday at Shady Acres, I preached a sermon on the giving of thanks, and it was based on what Paul said in First Thessalonians 5 and verse 18. In everything give thanks. But I approached it from a little different angle, and I got some amazing feedback from that. I was really, really surprised at how much feedback I got from it.
Yeah, I've been checking your class. Very interesting. Very good points about it.
So anyway, I kind of wanted to do something a little different from what I had done a little differently. And I don't want to re-preach that sermon, even though, honestly, the majority of you didn't get the chance to see it. If you want to listen to it, you can go to the Shady Acres Church of Christ Facebook page, and it is there on the Facebook page. But I didn't want to re-preach it, but in talking with people since then, I've came to realize that there was a lot that I left on the table, and a lot of things that I wish that I could have talked about, and a lot of things I didn't think about before I preached that sermon. And so I thought, wow, wouldn't it be cool if I could bring a psychologist onto the program and talk to the psychologist about the giving of thanks? But where am I going to find a psychologist?
Where? And even bilingual.
and a
because this program is also listened by Spanish people.
Yes. So that's a it keeps telling me my internet connection is unstable. I don't know why it keeps doing that this morning. But Pablo, where could I find such an individual?
Okay, man, I told you, I'm a psychologist.
Pablo is a psychologist, and he is bilingual. And so Pablo, and I didn't give Pablo much warning about this, so he's not had a lot of time to think about this or to prepare about this. But hey, that's why he went to school all those years, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Patients can come and put you different situations, and you just have to quit.
So anyway, Pablo, to kind of get us started, I will mention 3 points that I made at the beginning of the lesson on Sunday night regarding the giving of thanks. When we give thanks, first of all, we are praising that other individual. And we might not think of it in those terms, but that's exactly what we are doing. Second of all, we are acknowledging our own shortcomings when we give thanks to someone else. And I know that there are times when people do things for us that we might not need. And sometimes people might do things for us that we don't even really want. But they have still done something for us that we either could not or would not do ourselves, or did not do ourselves. And so by thanking them for what they have done, we are acknowledging our own shortcomings. And then the third point that I made was that God is showing us a better way. And in the latter part of the verse, he says,
Yes.
"For this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you." This is the way God wants us to be. So we take those thoughts in mind, and those were ones that I came up with on my own regarding the giving of thanks. So they're not likely to be in any of your psychology textbooks.
No.
No, nobody's thought of that stuff before. That's totally wrong. But
actually, kid, sorry, to be thankful actually is part of the psychology that is called positive psychologists. That's one of
the. So positive psychology.
Yeah, and to be thankful put you in the present, because you are getting what is outside now inside of you. You're getting all the good stuff this outside for you. You have it, and that put you in the present, and you forget about the past. And so that makes you strong in the present. I mean, so to be thankful is what we call in psychology positive psychologists. No? And that's a word in English called empowerment. I think it's a very technique word.
Okay. So let me see if I've got this straight. If I am thankful right now, if I am giving thanks to someone else, whether it is to God or whether it is to you, or then I am actually being empowered.
Empower, yes, but outside. That is part of the psychology.
Okay, so
because for example, if my brother came right now with breakfast for me, okay?
But Arturo is not going to do that.
No, I hope. I hope, yes. And Arturo pues came, hey, brother Pablo, this is breakfast for you. I just made it. Okay, maybe my mind few seconds ago was that I have to go to college in the afternoon, and I was afraid of that. No, thinking on the future, or maybe thinking about yesterday, about some bill that I paid. But when my brother came now,
we know what's on your mind today.
Yes, and when my brother came right now with that breakfast in the present, that made me put my mind on the present and not on the future and not in the past, at least for just a few seconds.
Okay.
That is called an empowerment, that we use an external event to empower our emotions.
Okay.
That's what we call them.
Okay. So being thankful is a means of removing our focus from the future or the past.
Okay. Así es. That's it.
Okay. So what is the advantage of that?
Oh man, the advantage of that. For example, you have Thanksgivings in the States, right?
Yes.
When you have the big table and the food and everything like that, and I think you say, okay, I'm thankful for this, I'm thankful for that. I don't know. Never been there.
No. Thanksgiving is all about football and the Black Friday sales.
Oh, okay, but
yeah.
When you gather around the table, let's say, sometimes people that are, even a Christian event that you're just being thankful for something that you did, it renews friendship, relieve your stress also,
okay,
and put you in a different state of mind too. I can tell you, man, when we have therapy groups and we put people together, they say to people, okay, don't say something negative about the people that is next to you. Say something positive and be thankful for that. And you can see in the face of the person that is listening all that information and smile. And a different state of mind.
So we're being empowered by the giving of thanks. And I know that there are a lot of people who struggle with the future and the past. And I'm trying to state this appropriately or whatever.
Yes, to be thankful put you in the present, at least for 15 or 20 seconds. Your body experiment something different.
Okay. So what you're saying is that you can use thankfulness as a means of sort of breaking the cycle.
Así es. That's it.
Okay. So how can we train ourselves to be more thankful?
That's a good question. How to grow up gratitude, no? Or how to grow.
Yes. How to grow gratitude within us. And let me tell you this. The angle that I approached it from on Sunday night was, let's pretend like we don't know anything about gratitude. And I began the sermon in that way. Let's not think that okay, being thankful, that's easy. Anybody can be thankful. I'm thankful all the time. And so we take it for granted. We don't focus on it. We don't work at it. And we just kind of roll with it.
Thankfulness can work along with prayer, because when is the moment that your praying is the longest, maybe before you go to sleep.
Okay.
No? Because you're thankful for everything that happened in the day.
For many people.
Yes, for many people. And before to pray, it's not like you're a robot. You press a button and say, okay, I'm going to pray. No, you think about it first. No, what are you going to pray? So how you grow up a gratitude is to think about first, what are you grateful for? And you will realize on what things you are grateful. Like maybe yesterday, for example, in my prayers, I realized that I had a home, that I have 3 meals on the day, that I have clothes, that I have a good job.
And let me say that the 3 meals that are prepared by your mother are wonderful meals.
that's what I yesterday I was grateful with my mom when she makes the meal. I say, Mom, your food was very, very good. And my mom just put a smile. And you know what she said? She said, you know what? I did the same dish once a week, and not many people notice. son, it's just the same meal, the same flavor. So
Right.
just few people say thank you. So
Right.
that's what I take a moment to think about it. Not I have to be grateful with my mom. So how to grow out gratitude? First, think about it on what things you are grateful.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, you were talking about how being grateful empowers you.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's obvious how being thankful empowers others. But the things that I think are obvious may not be. So how does being thankful empower others?
Oh man, you can put a smile of them. You can see the face of the people just change, and he might forget about whatever they are thinking, at least for 15 or 20 seconds. And
Okay, because I had a comment from someone who they made the statement that they were not in the practice of giving thanks for things that were expected. Now, and basically, and I don't know if this is what they were saying or not, but you are given a job to do, and you go and you do your job. That's expected of you. Should thanks be given for those things that are expected of us? And clear, I'm talking clear expectations. I'm not talking about you doing something kind for someone that you did not have to do. I'm talking about things you have to do. Should you be given thanks, or should you be giving thanks for those things?
Okay, let me see. I understand. Let me put you with an example.
Okay.
Sometimes we put our eyes on big things like, oh, look at kid is doing this, but to be thankful has more power on details.
On details?
Details on little things.
Okay.
Last Sunday, there was a lady that was making the Lord's Supper.
Yes.
For the church. I haven't seen people approaching to her and say, "Hey, sister, that was a very good preparation." Because okay, maybe it's just nothing, but the lady just changed the expression and the face of that man. So
and
that's why
in an example like that, the person is not necessarily expecting to be thanked.
That's it.
And there are times when, I mean, I try not to let it bother me, but there are times when I wish someone would say thank you, but they don't.
Mm-hmm. In which moment?
And that, but then there are other times when I am not expecting a thank you, nor do I want to thank you, and someone gives me that thank you, and it's very much appreciated.
Yeah. This is an advice that I give to people about being thankful in church. No, when I say, "Hey, sister, your food was delicious," and maybe some of the sister she's humble, maybe, and she said, "Oh no, all thanks to God." I said, "Yes, I know, all thanks to God, but also to you. No, you deserve it too." Yes. So people.
So
people have to.
How does that impact us going forward? When someone gives thanks to us for something that we have done, whether we were expecting that thanks or not, or whether what we had done was expected of us or not, how does that impact us going forward?
Oh man, so to improve, maybe I made sometimes not so good sermons, trust me. And there was a people who came, hey, Brother Pablo, that was a very good sermon. But inside of me was like, no, it was not.
Yes.
But that made me think to improve.
Okay.
No?
So
I made better my sermon.
So being thanked can also become sort of a challenge to us. So that we are wanting to be more excellent as we go forward.
That's it.
I think that is one of the biggest empowerments that we are able to give to someone else. And I think sometimes maybe we don't say thank you because we are afraid that it will, if we say thank you too frequently, that it will lose its meaning. You think maybe that's true?
Yeah. Well, it has not to be mechanical, right? Like automatic. It has to be like sincere, because sometimes we say thank you just automatically or mechanical, no? Like we were a robot and we press a button and say, okay, thank you. If you say thank you many times, it has to be sincere. That's it.
So how, I want to see what you say on this one. How do you make your thank yous sincere?
That's good. When I smile, I say,
a smile?
Kid. Yes, a smile.
A smile is important?
Yes, kid. Muchas gracias, hermano. De verdad. Muchas gracias.
De nada.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah. Why is the smile important?
Because it's not always words, it's also body language.
Oh, so we can say thank you through more than one means of communication.
Yes, body language is important. No,
but
I cannot imagine telling something thank you. Just tell me, kid.
But Pablo, not all people smile.
Yeah, I know.
Some people, it is their nature, it is their habit, their custom, whatever you want to call it, that they do not give smiles very frequently.
Okay, yes, that's something deep that maybe bring us to the childhood.
Oh, so you're saying we don't have time to get into that today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I don't want to blame parents or things like that. No?
Okay. Hey, guess what? We're out of time.
I know.
We're basically out of time, and so I want to say thank you, Pablo, for sharing this information that I didn't know where I was going to come up with this information, and lo and behold,
yeah,
I have a bilingual psychologist, and you provided insight that otherwise we might not could have gotten, and so
yes, and just to finish, because American culture and South American culture, even on being thankful, is different. No, maybe we are so expressive. Hey, brother, thank you very much for that, and maybe some Americans, okay, you're welcome. No?
Yes.
Yeah, so.
Yes. Different cultures are different in that regard.
Yes,
but
being thankful. If you go to Argentina, they will kiss you on both cheeks. No.
Yes.
Be thankful.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I'm personally, I'm kind of glad we don't do that here, but we've got to get off of here. We're running out of time, and we want to thank you as our listeners. And remember, if you want to investigate this Bible reading club that I'm looking at starting, send me an email, and we thank you, and we want to see you next week.
Thank you, guys. See you next week.